The story begins as a female worker exclaims of everything going according to her plans, where it's also seen a person is tied up. With possessive eyes, she finally took captive of her prey and claims of taking care of him for her entire life. The captive in question is the MC, pondering who did this situation turned dire all of a sudden. We then are introduced to the MC proudly showing off finally becoming a productive member of society. He deems his company workers to be good people. Plus the apartment next to his lives such a nice girl. It seems his happy life is about to begin, but that was just all an imagination and is far from reality. It seems he realized that the company he joined to work was exploitative, and the motto it has, working without overtime, is valued here. The MC is left exhausted once again, working overtime, pondering about his work, questioning how he is supposed to finish this, but even so he doesn't seem to have a way to get home after finishing his work near midnight. All he could ever ponder was it wasn't supposed to go this way. Late that night at midnight, as he almost got back to his apartment, he suddenly gets questioned by his gorgeous neighbor, questioning if he just got here. It seems she went out to the convenience store. She questioned if he was all right, as he is amassing a large dark circle under his eyes. The MC could only laugh this off, and used the excuse of attending an unexpected meeting. Worried for his health, she could only give him care of words, asking that he should get some proper sleep. She then reached out, giving him an energy drink to help with the fatigue. Receiving this could only make the MC feel taken care of, seeing Yagami-san as like his angel. She leans forward, warning him to not push himself too hard. As she smiles happily, he could only be mesmerized by how huge her watermelons are. She then pushed him away, asking him to go home and get lots of rests. As the door closes, she could only smile with a smug look on her face, as if she deliberately planned to bump into him tonight. Inside, the MC has been feeling he often meets with Yagami-san, which he finds the only thing comforting his miserable day-to-day life. As he staggers inside, he doesn't feel taking a bath and finds his work to be more exhausting than he thought. He suddenly got worried, seeing as a car outside is hanging by a tree, or what he thought, but it seems to be just a plastic that got caught on a tree branch. He then suddenly rushes to the balcony, wanting to save the cat. Upon reaching a bit further, Yagami-san suddenly barges in, asking him to not do it, misunderstanding the situation as she grabbed hold of him at the edge of the balcony. As he pulled him away from danger, she crushed his face with her jiggly puff melons. As the MC tries to think of the danger of the cat on the window, he seems to not resist of the warmness, soothing him to fall asleep and causing his conscience to fade away while looking at Yagami-san. As he fell in a deep sleep, all she could ever ponder is that if he continue in his company furthermore, he would end up like this a lot of the times. But seeing his sleeping face, she smiled, bidding him sweet dreams. As the MC woke up, he seems confused. He questioned why his hands and feet are tied up, but upon looking around him he finds it strange that a monitor is surveying a room, which is oddly familiar to him. But he suddenly got shivered down his spine, seeing his room is shown on the screen. A voice could be suddenly heard questioning if he woke up. This instantly startled him, jumping out of his tense state. Upon a closer look, it was none other than his neighbor Yamagami-san. She briefly explained the MC fainting from exhaustion, which resulted in her bringing him to his room, but upon a closer glimpse, he wonders why is his room shown on the screen, add to the fact it's pointed in all of the rooms. She seems to shown concerned, seeing as how the MC tried to take his own life, claiming he tried jumping off the balcony. Hearing this made him try to explain the whole situation as it was a misunderstanding, but Yamagami could only choke him with her jiggly melons. She seemingly cried and hugged him of how worried she was, always thinking about his well-being, which she ponders it wasn't enough, so she took matter into her own hands, watching him over 24/7 a day. Seeing this made him speechless, being comforted while tied up. As Yamagami let go, She seems frustrated as she could only watched him from before but not she decided to take care of protecting him, and with lovely possessive eyes she claims of wanting to show how wonderful it is to live. She also claims that from now on she won't leave him alone even if for a moment, and no matter what she would take care of him, asking to quit his job. This left the MC to question why would she go so far. She briefly claims of subtly having a liking to him yandere personality-wise. Watching him from afar, and now she wants to live together here and would accept everything from him. The MC couldn't believe her words as this must be a joke, whom the neighbor he thought was an angel, turns out to be an obsessive yandere woman, that was so intense in loving someone like him. She then suddenly had the bright idea of lifting up her shirt showing her jiggly melons, claiming she would do anything he desires as she knows what kind of man he is, loving melons. It seems he likes mature and understanding women, which she then seductively moves forward, asking to like her body. It seems all along his screen was being watched all this time, causing her to not give up until he accepts her, as she claims the MC as her husband from now on. The MC could only find this troublesome, but in my opinion what a lucky bastard as it should have been me. Transition to their fun. The MC is worried letting a woman like Yamagami-san in control he might perish on the worst case possible scenario, but it seems upon reaching down, his sword seems to be rising due to the heaty situation. He ponders why of all times, but his body is reacting positively giving her happiness. As he approached slowly, she squeezed the sword tight not planning on waiting anymore. As she slowly caressed the rising sword, she got the double combo of being smudge in melons. As she put her clothes away, the MC could only find her to be definitely a dangerous woman as her face and body is like the angel he always dreamed of. And if she corners him like this he won't be able to resist anymore. Yamagami-san suddenly claims finding him cute. As she get on top claiming he doesn't need to hold back, she slipped it in, claiming he would wrap his sword carefully, giving the MC our happy ending as the manga doesn't consist any chapters and hasn't updated in months now but we could only assume he won the lottery. Thank you for watching, peace out.